Hi everybody, welcome to our digital kennel, GermanShepherdman.com. Here with Sergeant the Super Dog, and this is Star, Shining Star, and she is absolutely that. Now let me tell you, this particular video is just for Anne Marie. Anne Marie emailed me or Facebooked me or something and said, why don't you do another video about female heat cycles? So I said, okay, that's a good idea. I did one of those years and years ago, but I've learned a lot, so let me go through female heat cycles, how to know when they're coming and what to do during the heat cycle, because it's several different aspects to it. It's 21 days. Sergeant, the kennel worker got here a little while ago, and she's down there at their kennels, and they know it's about to be feeding time, so they may break out of here, but that's okay. Hey, Sergeant, what you got going on, Sergeant? And Star's gone. I knew that was going to happen. She loves to eat, and Sergeant he loves to eat too, but he just got out a little while ago, so that's a good boy, Sergeant. Now let's talk about female heat cycles. The way to know that a heat cycle is coming, they will shed about 3 weeks before they come into heat. Now, they do their natural shed in the springtime, getting rid of all their winter coat, their undercoat. That happens naturally, and it happens every year. Now, if you notice your female dog shedding in January or shedding in July or October, some off month, and all of a sudden she's going through a shed, that's a sign she's probably going to come into heat in about 3 weeks. That's what I look for, and that way I know, okay, she's gone into this shed. It's not a big, huge shed, but it's obvious. I mean, hair is coming out. It'll be very obvious to you that she's going into this pre-heat shed cycle. So I'll make a note of that on my calendar, and 3 weeks from now, I'm going to start looking for little tiny blood drops. Also, I'm going to look at her vulva. She just got put up. I was going to turn her around and show you her vulva. It's their vaginal opening right in their rear end. But that vulva will start to swell. And going into this heat cycle, if you keep a close eye on it, that vulva will just start to swell. It'll get eventually like 3 times bigger than normal. But the first thing I'm going to be looking for in her kennel, in their kennel, is I'm going to look for blood drops, because as soon as I go out there and I see 2 or 3 little blood drops, I know, okay, the heat cycle has begun. I will go put that on my calendar. Here's why. The heat cycle is about 21 days. The first 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, even 11, 12 days, although they're in heat, and Sergeant will be out of his mind, crazy, they won't be receiving or receptive to the male for actual breeding during those first several days of the heat cycle. And he knows. When they first come into heat and they come out and he walks by, he gets a smell or a whiff of their heat cycle, that the smell that's coming out of their vulva, that blood droplet. He'll catch wind of it and go, hey, ho, ho, and he'll smell, and say, oh, ha, 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 ha. You're coming into heat, but you're not ready. He just knows she's not ready. And then the subsequent days, day 2, day 3, day 4, he's smelling, he's checking, he knows she's not ready. Some dogs, like Big Don, they will want to mount prematurely. Now, Big Don wants to mount her at day 3, 4, or 5, but she's not ready. And you have to keep a close eye on that, because if you are in the process of breeding, you don't want a fight to ensue. You don't want her to get really aggressive and fight the male because she's not ready. And some males, you know, they're ready, although she's not. They may try to force themselves on her. So, you know, you want to be watching that very closely. Heat cycle is something that needs a lot of your attention. Now, once she's receptive to the male, normally 9, 10, 11 days for most of my girls. Sometimes it can be the 12th day, 14th day. Occasionally, I've heard of them not coming into receptive part of their heat till 20 days in, but mostly 9, 10, 11, 12 days, occasionally the 14th day. Now, for a very short ovulation period, just a few days, 3, 4, maybe 5 days, they'll receive the male, and that's when the sperm from the male can fertilize the eggs that are ovulating in the ovaries. These females have an ovary on either side, and boy, when they start firing off eggs to be fertilized, and that sperm goes in and fertilizes however many of those eggs to form little teeny tiny puppies, one-cell puppies, and those cells will start doubling and doubling and doubling, and they build a puppy. So now when that part of the heat cycle is over with, the receptive part, the ovulation part, they're still in heat. Maybe they started receiving male or got into ovulation at day 10, and by day 15 they're done. It's over. Ovulation's over. They're not interested in the males anymore, but the males may still be interested in them. They may even want to mount them, and occasionally the females will let them mount, but ovulation's done. But after the ovulation is done and another day or 2 or 3, she's not interested. Maybe the males at that point know, okay, it's kind of over, that window is closed. She may drip a little bit more blood those last few days to finish the 21-day heat cycle. So I hope that's what you wanted, Anne Marie. Thank you for making that suggestion. A lot of these videos about female heat cycles, for instance, come from you guys. Now, if you just got a puppy or you're thinking about getting a puppy, whatever you do, you want to build a great adult dog, right? It starts when you get the puppy. Get my personal puppy training system. It's everything that I do when I raised up Sergeant and Star so that they could become what they are today. Now, you have to mold your puppy. You have to take it easy. You have to teach them lots of things in those first crucial months. So to know what I do to have dogs like I have as adults, if you want one like that, get my puppy training system. The link is in the description below, and you'll be very confident, and it's very reasonably priced. Thank all of you from all of us, GermanShepherdman.com.